Welcome to a long overdue episode of Bunce and Kingfishing. It is now mid-October. Our last session video was at Broadlands with Nathan catching, if I remember, 2 or 3 really nice carp, one of them breaking his PB. Our next outing today is we're going to the Kennet and Avon Canal to do pike fishing because it's pike season. Here we are at the Kennet and Avon Canal. Actually, it only took about half an hour to get here on country roads, so it's not that far from where we live. Nathan is on the feeder rod, and I'm on pike rods. I think you got a pike rod as well.
Yeah, we have one pike, one feeder.
Yeah. We'll give it an hour or so, and if need be, we can move, I don't know, up or down the canal.
We're quite mobile, aren't we, today?
Yeah, quite mobile. Yeah.
So viewers, Bunce of Bunce and Kingfishing is on his first pike on this canal. Literally, I just pulled my rig in because we were gonna move on, and all of a sudden, Pike must have heard us.
And they couldn't work out what it was.
There you go. With Mark hand net in this.
Yeah, that's right.
It's not a bad size. He or she is
there.
Sick. Let's get her in, unhooked, show you on the bank.
Here we go, guys. Just popped her back in the water after unhooking, just to give her a quick break before we do this. Nice scar, bit of a scar there, but proper canal pike. I'm gonna guess at about £7.
I'd say more, yeah, I'd say more 8.
Yeah, we'll give her a, I think I brought scales with me. I'll give her a quick weigh. We'll see, but thank you, darling. Let's get her back. Oh. Right, it's £11 with a net.
Here she goes.
Right, should we say how much she weighed?
Yeah.
£11 with a net.
£11 with a net, so we'll try just weighing the net now. Morning.
The net is £3.5.
So £8.
Yeah, £7.5, £8.
Yeah. Yeah, quality.
Yeah,
good start. Yeah, good start. I think we're still going to move, even though we caught that one. Where we're fishing is just a small stretch of what we've got to, what we're allowed to fish in.
Yeah.
So I reckon move down to, you can just see the canal boats in the distance behind Mark.
I think if we can, try and get a spot between those canal boats.
Yeah. Yeah, agree.
And we'll keep moving away along until we get to the end where there's a pub.
See you in a bit, or at the pub.
Oh, keep going, keep going. You sure you want to move? Nathan owes me a fox lure.
Annoying. I hear fox lure.
10 minutes later, still going.
I reckon I've got a couple more cars left.
Yeah, a couple more casts and then we'll be off to... Where we go? We're going to go... back there.
So literally, Mark just... What did you even do?
Well, I thought before I... That's annoying. Before I put some dead baits out, I thought I'd have a quick go with a lure. I just cast over there, first cast.
Straight on. Mark was going to stop a bit further back. I persuaded him to come down here to... what lock are we on again, Mark? I forgot, remind me.
You always do well with one certain number. That number is 69. That's it's a Savage gear. I forgot what it's called.
Right.
But it's one that's got a little infection. Just a jig head, and actually it's completely wrecked the stomach of that, but it's still good. To be fair, a pike of what, a pound?
Yeah, little jack.
That's fine. We know they're here.
Yeah, good sign.
I'm gonna try again.
Let's get some rods out, and then I think it's brew time. So I just put my float rods for the pike on dead baits just out in front of me, and had a take pretty much straight away on the drop. It's a little jack pike, and I just lost it. I think that's just because it's quite small and the bait was too big, so maybe it didn't have its mouth around the hooks, but it came out just as I just reset that rod. Mark had a little take as well. Don't know what size it was. That was on your ledger, wasn't it, Mark?
Yeah. That was on ledger on a sprat.
Ledger and sprat.
Soaked in herring oil. It was a single hook rig, so
Oh, okay.
still a bit.
Not much for it to go for. But move looked like it's so far it's paying off. See if we can get one on the bank. See you in a bit.
This is crazy. Better get more out. You pick that. He's alright, little Jack. Huh?
So Mark's on to another pike, and I am over the moon for him. I'm not really, it's taking the piss. You have to bleep that one out. Yeah, it's nice though to get. We've had quite a few bites in what, half an hour? We had how many?
Yeah, we
Four?
both lost. I've
Well,
lost two.
I've lost one.
You've lost one. I've had a beat where there was nothing on the end. And we had a boat go through. Two boats go through.
Yeah,
This one's been in the wars, I think.
it's a nice little. It's actually not a bad little jack. Are you gonna weigh him or you?
I'll give it an estimate of like 5.
Yeah, I'd say fine, fair enough. Cool, let's get this guy unhooked. Get him back. I'm going to move my rods into Mark's swim now. See you in a bit. Nice little pike for Mark.
Yeah.
Very long, but it's not very wide.
It's not very heavy either.
It's got a little saw on the back. Looks like it's nipped maybe by a canal boat propeller or something.
Fight mark this side of it now. Nice welcome. Good fight.
See if we can get some more. Get it back.
You know why I thought this, right?
Why?
I made it through.
Yeah. Always the way.
Always when you make it through.
Okay. No.
Number 2 landed. 2 landed, 2 lost. It's Nathan's turn and come off. Absolutely crazy 10 minutes at this lock. 69. Nathan's just lost one. After putting my one back about 5 minutes ago, I've just had this. About the same size, a little bit heavier. Took the float, another roach. We're running out of roach. And while I was fighting it, my ledger went off. Unfortunately that came off. It's probably because I was trying to handle 2 rods at the same time. It's not my forte. I might let Nathan have a chance now. But loads of energy left. Unhook yourself in the net. And jump. Kinda. No.
Nice.
If you've ever seen Smug,
Yeah.
this is what it looks like.
Wicked. Let's see if we can get a few more. Happy days.
Nathan seems to be on again. Yeah? No? Wonder if it is just really small pike. Alright, here we go again. Looks like it's a good one. Staying down low. Oh yeah, looks alright. Yeah, you can have a smelly net now. Whoa! That is literally the most angry pike I've ever seen.
Literally right on the edge as well.
Actually, shall I use my net?
Oh, quick. You should get him now.
I don't run on camera folks very often. I just don't run very often. You've really peed this pike off. Oh, the roach came off. Ah, the roach come off. We're running out of those.
No. Get in. Happy days. Pike on the bank. Could have bought 2 pike rods, to be honest. There you go, ladies and gents. Lovely little jack pike. Just in the margins, lovely markings. It's not bad condition actually. Heavy fish. I'll give it about £4, I reckon.
Yeah, 4 or 5.
So, lovely markings. Go back. Happy days. Cheers. She goes. Run a bit quiet, Mark's side.
Because we ran out of roach.
Yeah.
I remember to use.
Find another bait at Mark's disposal.
I've had a few takes on the herring, not the herring, the sprats with herring sauce. So that's what I've got on both. But we'll see. I do have mackerel as well. They're quite big, so it'd have to be a segment.
See if we get another. This area's productive. Like really productive.
Yeah.
Quite lucky since the 2 boats went past. So guys, the action continues. Mark is on to another pike.
Don't worry about getting that.
Don't worry, I'll wait. Better go and give Mark a hand. Whoa! That was wicked. Got that on camera. Bosh, bish bash bosh. On a roll. Cool. I think it's just netted just in the netted, hooked.
I
Sorry.
can see one hook just in the side,
Just
but there's
to the
2
side.
hooks. So.
Okay.
Oh no, is it?
No, it's one hook, isn't it? Just one treble with a sprat. I don't know. We'll find out in a minute.
No, that's the double hook.
Cool. Get her out, get her unhooked, get some steels, and get her back.
Don't these pike fight hard? Great sport. Only another little jack. Really angry. Got some proper big teeth in him.
Lovely
Quite heavy,
markings.
actually, for his size.
Lovely markings.
Quite heavy. I'm going to go about 5, maybe 6.
Yeah.
He weighs more than he looks like, but it's, he's quite active still, so oh, let's get him back. Put him in the wrong side of the net. If anyone has any of these, one of these Savage Gear nets, do it the other way around so that
On the inside.
it doesn't do that, because that's how they break. There he goes. Nice.
Nice. Cracking.
Yeah, so the 2 little knobbles, that's a good word. The 2 little knobbles that
Pins.
pins it together, make sure that's facing up. And yes, I burped halfway through that.
Nice.
Nice. So having a great session, loads of pike here. We've not fished here before, but it's probably time for us to move on a little bit. But I thought I'd just quickly show you the rig that I'm catching on. So minimum line here is £15 for predator fishing, which is what I'm using. So the first thing I've got on my line is this little float stop. Then I've got a bead. Now I like to use a fluorescent one. I mean, this isn't in the water, this sits on top of the float. So you can see, I've got a 15 gram, just a standard pencil float. I've then got a bead after that to stop it hitting against the weight. I've just got a little weight there. Then I've got a stop. Right, it's like a rubber sleeve, which also acts as like a bump stop for the weight. And I've got these clips, which is basically where I clip my rig. I've stepped these up a bit from last year when I got the pike fishing stuff out this year. All the clips I had from last year, like this, albeit a bit smaller and in black, they all just fell apart in my hands. So these are actually for sea fishing, but they do the job that I want. On the bottom of that I've got some homemade treble rigs. I do like to make my own rigs. I'm not a massive fan of buying them. You can see this rig's had a few pikes, so this is retired now. So I've got a semi-barbless hook with a sleeve that's just crimped on there. This is £28 braid, 28 pound steel leader. And then I've got here is another treble with a sleeve, and actually this can move up and down the line, so I can tailor it to whatever bait I'm using. The bait I just had a fish on was a sprat, so they're quite close together. Also, it's quite good when you do hook the fish, because you can just put that second hook out of the way, and then it's just a cover with a swivel on the end, and that just clips on. So nice and simple.
You go on.
Oh, it's a good one.
It's a good one. Enjoy that. I'm not getting up anymore.
Huh?
I said enjoy that. I'm not getting up anymore.
I've got me pot and kettle on as well. I've got a brew going. These are Jackie's little 2.5 Tesco rods.
Yeah, you're right. That is definitely bigger. They're getting bigger.
Here we go. You're gonna go.
Oh, come on. Yeah.
Yeah, and we thought this one would be dead now.
He is in. He's definitely the bigger one so far.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Nice mark.
Wicked. Nothing man. Can't even hide it.
Do you remember that day recently we had at Vale Farm and caught 80 carp?
Yeah, it's not far off the pike already.
Yeah, this is like that, but pike.
Madness.
It's because I was trying to make a brew again.
Yeah, that's the way it is.
I just want my lunch.
That's the way it is. Just happily sitting in the net. Get him out, or her out, and then give it away probably, this guy.
Yeah, I'm going to weigh that. If it's over 10, I'll be elated. Oh guys, biggest one so far. That's got to be a double. Half a tail missing. Still thought like stink though. I'm going to give him away. Pop him back.
There it goes. We know the net weighs 3.5.
14.7. These are weird scales.
So we'll say it's...
We'll say 14.5.
So it's 11.
It's £11.
Yeah, nice.
Yes!
Double, who'd have thought?
You catch big carp, I'll catch big pike.
Yeah. Just goes into the bank.
It goes into the bank. There must be loads of pike under this bank.
Yeah. Nice. Oh, sugar. I said sugar. Nice.
Pike man.
Oh, you. Wicked. This spot is just formidable. Bite after bite after bite. Happy days. Keep it going.
All genuinely different pike.
Yeah.
Each one's had a different feature on it.
Yeah.
A different size.
Must be a mad amount of pike in just this small little bit of stretch. Insane. But let's keep going. See if we can get some more. Lovely little jack pike, caught on a sprat. I'll give it a couple of pounds, maybe £3. Lovely condition.
Actually, that's the most perfect pike we've had all day.
Lovely marking. Probably not seen outside of the water before, on the bank. Yeah, lovely. Get it back.
You popped his cherry.
Popped it back to him.
I don't know why that tickled me so much.
days. It's never time for some lunch. See if Pike's line.
Pike's line.
See if we get some more.
So we've been at lock 69 now for a few hours, just because the pike kept turning up. But we haven't had a bite now in over half an hour, so I keep looking at my float. We put out new rigs with bait, but nothing. What we're going to do is we are going to go down towards the village and see if there's anything else. So here we are, it's about 1 o'clock I guess, maybe a little bit later. We just wandered down past the next lock, so we are I guess we're on the lock 70 kind of straight. We got the bridge up there, which if you take that takes you to the A4. Quite a wide stretch of the canal, lots of overhanging trees, which is good. Fingers crossed. If we don't get anything now, the pub's just there, and then we'll wander back. Everyone's having a whale of a time. Just lost one on the feeder, and now he's on to a pike. Good one? Yeah, cool. So we've wandered back up the canal to lock 69 again, where we caught all those pike before. I think this is our last stop before we go home. Nothing's really changed. I've used the last roach, so fingers crossed that gets me a bite. Nathan's still on sprats, and I've got a mackerel on a ledger sitting under a tree. I'm going to put a brew on, and then hopefully that'll give me a fish. There's a barge either side of us. There's people in it. We've both put a pike rig underneath each barge. Hoping that works. It doesn't look like it so far. If we don't catch them then, we'll see what the car.
Decent session.
Yeah, possibly the most productive pike session we've had in a really long time.
Yeah.
What was it? Eight pike.
It was 9 in the end, wasn't it?
Can't remember.
8 or 9.
Quite a few takes. A few came off.
Yeah, I lost a few, and you lost a few.
That's fair. The ones I lost, I think were quite small ones. I think the same for you.
Yeah.
And I did lose one on the lure because schoolboy error. I didn't get the net ready. But again, that was only a couple of pounds, so that's fine. Anyway, like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the bank really soon.
Tightlines.
Tightlines.
Ciao. Night.